Dollar Tree DIYs with a little bit of a twist. I'm Jamie, the crafty DIY guy. Oh, look. Oh. I'd like to thank Upside for sponsoring today's video. All right, everyone, and for this first DIY, we are going to take these metal signs that you can pick up at Craft or Square. This is part of the summer collection that kind of came out, and they've got these either like little starfish or horseshoes on them, or not horseshoes, that's a seahorse. Anyway, you can get any combo of them that you want, because you're actually going to be removing whatever critter you happen to have there. You're going to also go ahead and remove the twine and get rid of all the stuff. Now, these metal pieces you can certainly save if you have a scrap bin or a trash bin or recycle bin. Definitely put those aside and save those for any kind of upcoming DIY. And they do just kind of snip off. I just kind of pulled it off, or pulled it up, I guess, away from the metal pieces. So now I went ahead and just spun mine around to where these two holes, or these two kind of little spots, are on the same side. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. Now, these are oversized Jingle blocks, and you'll notice that there's all kinds of writing on them. These were actually used at a charity event many years ago, and it was a charity event at a brewery that a friend of mine managed. And when the event was going on, you would write different things that were kind of just kind of related to like being a foster parent and having foster children. And so anyway, when the event was over, they were just going to trash the blocks, and she saved them for me because she thought I could use them for crafting. And I have been very fortunate to use them, although I'm just about done with them. So I'm going to have to go out and buy a full thing of Jingle blocks, I think. But anyway, we're going to take our Jingle blocks and we're going to glue them down. Now, I'm going to go ahead and glue down one right here. And I kind of did it where it was covering that little piece. It's kind of right below there anyway. And you'll see when I add the next block that I'm going to be covering that that little mark up. Now, this is important to do, and you can certainly sand that down. I took the back of a pair of scissors and just made sure that it was as flat as it could be. And when you add a decent amount of hot glue, it's going to be fine. You're going to find out that it's actually not a big deal at all. And then you're just going to go ahead and add two more blocks to the front of that, because you are more or less kind of building a shelf here. Now, if you do not have these kind of larger Jingle blocks, but you have a wood block of some kind. I had some of the wood blocks from Dollar Tree, but I didn't have two that were the same size. So I chose to kind of go this route. And also I kind of wanted it to be a little bit thinner than the actual block itself, but this is totally up to you. This is what makes it fun. So now that you've got kind of one here, you kind of see it does look like a shelf. Now, what you're also going to do is you are going to add some more glue onto another set of blocks, and you're just going to repeat this process. And the reason why you're going to be repeating this is because we are making a set of sconces here. And again, it doesn't matter with the writing or anything if you happen to find some similar type of Jingle blocks, or you're recycling, maybe you find some even at a yard sale. Totally fine, because we're going to be painting over these anyway, and it's not really going to be seen. Now, the only thing I will say, kind of even up your sconces just to make sure that you're putting your blocks kind of on the same level of that. And the other thing that I would kind of say, if you are a perfectionist, which I am not always a perfectionist by any means, you can see where the blocks say Jenga in the front, and that is kind of an engraving that is in there. And so that will show through just a little bit. So if you want to put like some wood filler or something like that, some caulking over top of that to make it a little bit smoother, you certainly could. For these, it's not really going to matter that much, because I really don't think you end up seeing it after a while. If anything, it just kind of starts to look like it's a little more of a just kind of a more of an aged, kind of distressed thing. Now, you see that you've got your blocks here and you're all set, but you also have a hole at the top here where the twine was, and we got to take care of that because some of y'all commented on my last video and you don't like these random little holes. So take your metal and you are just going to start to roll it, and you're going to roll it down enough just to cover the hole. And it doesn't make that much of a difference as far as kind of what these are going to be used for. And you can make it fairly even, and it's pretty easy to bend, honestly. This is, Dollar Tree premium quality stuff here, and we know it doesn't always hold up. Now, I took these outside because they are perfect right now, and I did spray paint them, and I just spray painted them this chrome color. And then I added these candle kind of tea light holders that I got at a Goodwill, and I put in some regular fire candles. I love this. For the back, by the way, I just used a simple hook on the back. Now, I feel like this is a good time to jump in and tell you about our sponsor, Upside. Now, all of you know that I have been sharing my experience with Upside for a little while now, and I've been using the app each time I fill up my car with gas, and I have to say I'm really not hating the fact that now when I'm doing grocery shopping or even going to the restaurant, I'm using the app more, and as you can imagine, I am racking up a decent amount of cash back. Now, I don't know about you guys, but with my cash back, I'm going to be applying it towards some of my upcoming holiday spending, because we know that that is another spending time of year. Now, on average, Americans are spending $600 more during the Q4 months than the rest of the year. And we are coming off of these summer months where people were vacationing. People went to weddings. There was some fun in the sun activities, people going to the beach. And now, since we are approaching the holidays, the Upside app is going to give you opportunities to earn literally all the time before filling up your tank, going out to the grocery store, going out to eat. It's the money back hack you need literally any time of the year. Now, what I love about it is that the free Upside app gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, dining, and there are over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, so cash back is literally just around the corner. Now, people can earn 3 times more cash back with the Upside app than any other product, and this includes loyalty programs and even credit card rewards. Now, there is over $1 million in cash back that is being earned by users each week. All you have to do is download the Upside app, claim the offer for whatever you're buying, pay as usual with your credit card or your debit card, and then follow the steps in the app and you get paid. Now, I don't know if you guys are understanding all these inflated prices that are happening right now, but getting cash back on purchases is a very, very good thing. And it's super motivational for me, I know, when I'm looking for something. Now, to claim your reward for whatever you're buying, with Upside, again, you're just going to pay as usual with your credit or debit card. You're going to follow the steps in the app, and you're going to get paid. It's really, really that simple. Now, again, top Upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. So to find out how you could earn, click the link in the description box to download the Upside app and use code DIYGuy to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Now, I want to make sure that you heard me, so I'm going to say that again. Top Upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. So to find out how you can earn, click on the link in the description box, download the Upside app, and use code DIYGuy to get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon of gas for your first tank of gas. All right, guys, let's get back to those DIYs. I'm actually really excited about all these. Now, for this next DIY, you may remember this yummy little purchase. I grabbed this at Goodwill. It was in a couple of hauls ago, so if you haven't seen this video, definitely go check it out. I found some fantastic stuff. And this particular item, I knew that I wanted to kind of personalize it for fall because I really love the way this looks. And what's so good about this too, y'all, this is a metal candle holder, so this could be very easily just painted over if you wanted to change this up. Now, if you saw any of my previous fall DIY videos, then you know I love this kind of technique that I was doing with the wood leaves, so I thought I would just go ahead and apply it to this as well, because I could get some very subtle color onto this that would be very fall-esque. But again, if I wanted to paint over it, it could be very easy to do as well, just with some honestly, with some spray paint. That's probably what I would do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some paint here. This is Arteza paint, and I believe this is just a mix of acrylic. There might even be some outdoor paint because I've just got a little hodgepodge of everything. And then you're going to take your sponge brush and just kind of blend it around on your leaf. And you're just going to kind of go back and forth. And you may want to also kind of go on the inside of this, because if your paint's a little heavy on the one side, because these leaves do have those little holes in it, it will kind of filter onto the back side. So not a hard thing to... you'll be able to see it as you're kind of doing it. And then you're literally just kind of layering your colors in there. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. You can do it on the stems. You could do it on the entire piece if you wanted to. I ended up doing the leaves itself and then the stems of the leaves. I kind of wanted to keep the structure of the candle holder intact. So I am just going to go ahead and just kind of continue painting. And again, I'm just putting globs on, and then I'm taking that same sponge brush. You could use the same side. You could flip it to another side, and you are just going to start to dab and just kind of blend. And as you're doing this, you're going to start to see more and more color start to develop. And again, if you like more red, put more red. If you like more yellow, put more yellow. If you like more green, put green. I think this could also be absolutely gorgeous if you use the same kind of technique using like silver and gold and bronze. Like there could be many, many options to do this. And you are just going to keep completely going around until this is done to perfection. Speaking of perfection, I love the way that this turned out. Super, super simple. Look how beautiful it is with this tea light in there. Absolutely gorgeous. This is perfect for a coffee table. Love it for a side table, and it's perfect for fall. Now for this next DIY, we're going to take these bottle brush trees that I picked up from Dollar Tree. These are leftovers from my stash from last year. And I've got this great solar kind of ball. When I saw these, I immediately knew I wanted to do several different crafts with these. Now, these are really, really cute, and they're super, super versatile. And what I love is that the fact that the tops come off. Now, I'm going to take some white snow, or we're going to take some white paint, I should say, and we're going to make that into something that kind of resembles snow. And then for all these bottle brush trees, we're going to go ahead and just kind of snip off these kind of wooden stands. Now, I cannot find my lineman pliers. I'm a little unorganized right now, but the scissors worked. It was a little painful, so I just kind of pushed it off to one side there. That way you wouldn't have to see it. But yeah, this paint is now going to be our snowflake. So instead of using the brush side, I'm actually going to use the rounded kind of tip of the paintbrush. And you're just going to go and just start dabbing into each one of these kind of circles that are within this light. Now, think about snowflakes, right? Think about how imperfect snowflakes are. There's nothing that's a match. Like, they're all beautiful. And we're going to have that same kind of thought process here. And you're just going to start dabbing in your paint. Now, I will say this is probably more of a blizzard look because my snowballs got a little aggressive here. Maybe use a smaller paintbrush. I think even a paint pen would have probably been really good with this. I just don't have a white paint pen. I've used all of mine, and I need to get some more. But this kind of gives you the idea. And honestly, this is a solar light, so this is going to be outside. And up close, it's not going to be very pretty, but you will see when it is all done. It is really, really beautiful. So after you've got all of your snowflakes kind of painted in there, then you are going to go ahead and add a bunch of hot glue onto the bottom of this. I will say be careful, don't overload this with hot glue because these plastic kind of globes, they will crack on you. However, if they do crack, the hot glue is there to kind of help you hold everything together. And go ahead and just add your trees down in there like you see me doing here. Now, this does not look like much, but as you can see, when the lights are off, This is beautiful. I love the reflection that you get. I love that it looks like snow. And I could just imagine several of these being outside, maybe aligning your driveway, or even hanging 3 or 4 together to kind of create like a little cluster light in your tree or something. So fun, so cute. Really, really love the way that these turned out. Now this next light up your DIY is super, super easy because you're going to take this pumpkin. This came from the Dollar Tree Plus section. It was $3. It did have a handle on it, and I just kind of popped the handle off of it. And then this is just one bundle of Dollar Tree leaves. I snipped them down with the scissors because, again, I can't find my lineman pliers. And I just went ahead and just started placing these inside of the pumpkin. And what's so cool about this is that you have a maximum flexibility here. You could play around with this. You could add flowers. You could add different kinds of leaves. And when you're done, you've got a really cute, kind of just very different light up kind of thing. And light up thing. It's like a little accent lamp. And look at again, the shadows and everything. Really love this. Now for this next DIY, we are going to take a Dollar Tree tray. Thing I love about Dollar Tree trays is that you can get a lot of different kinds. You can get a lot of different variety. And if you like swapping things out on your coffee table a lot, this is a fun way to do it. Now, if you do want something a little stronger, I might recommend getting 2 trays and kind of gluing them together because they can be a little flimsy, you know, a little thin. I don't really use my trays for like serving or anything like that. They're definitely more for kind of, they're on the coffee table and, don't touch them type of thing. So if you've got the same thing and the same take your tray, spray paint it whatever color you want. I was able to spray paint mine this red color, and you are going to have a fun little Christmas tray. Now, these lights that I picked up from Hobby Lobby are not like, you know, they don't light up lights, but it's still got the light theme to it. And you can just kind of unwrap them here from the packaging, but you could probably play around with doing this with some battery-operated lights. I know at Christmas time, especially around the holidays, Dollar Tree always has some really fun lights that have different kind of characters and things on them. How fun would it be to create a tray for Santa that has Santa's cookies and, you know, carrots for the reindeer and milk and all the things, and like maybe do something like this with your kids, or put a battery operated string light on this and just kind of recreate this type of thing. Now, for my kind of garland there, I'm just going to start gluing this down, and I'm just going to do it all the way around the tray. Now, what was really nice about this particular strand of garland is that it was plenty long enough so I was able to get it to go completely around the tray. And then I did trim away some, and I actually had some left over, which was actually really nice too. So for my lights, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of glue down the actual like bulb part, or kind of the booty end of the bulb. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a better word than what I was going to say. And you're just going to continue to work around the tray itself and just kind of glue these down. Like, you could wrap this around like that handle part if you wanted to. There's a lot of really cool options. It's really just going to depend on how long your string lights are. I love these because I thought that they were the perfect size and they just fit really good with the whole theme of today. So once again, no rocket science here. Very, very easy DIY. Just continue to work around the tray and then trim off your garland when you do kind of meet the other end of it. And you've got a super, super cute tray. Now with this one, you're just going to have to imagine that this is a Christmas tree sitting on top of this tray, or I didn't have any cookies because I ate them, but this is super, super cute. And I really, really do love the way that this turned out. This next one is the easiest DIY ever. Go to the back to school section, grab these pencil holders, spray paint them your favorite color. You can find these, they're made by Jot. Spray paint them whatever Christmas holiday color you want. They are so beautiful. Add a tea light. You've got beautiful, beautiful lights. How perfect for the bathroom. Love these so, so, so much. So I'm wondering how many of you saw these at Easter time? I saw these and snagged them immediately. Now, the only thing with these is because I have had them in the stash for a little while, this blue paper in the front does start to peel off. And I thought it would be smart just to peel it all off. But then after I did that, I realized that the residue and stuff it left behind, not too fun. So I did have to end up sanding these. If you can just glue your paper right back on into place, go ahead and do that. And then on the bottom here, you can just pop this tea light out. Again, took them outside, spray painted them. How beautiful. And by the way, check out the shadowing in the background. Is this not extraordinary? I had no idea that this would be this beautiful. I love that. And then these, they came from Goodwill haul a little while ago. I saw these, knew that I needed them for Christmas. Now that red and that white, you could certainly use it for Christmas, but I'm kind of going with a silver and gold kind of a finish this year. And again, took them outside. Mr. Spray Paint is my friend. I just used these candles that I grabbed from Pier 1 like years and years ago just to give you the idea. But look how beautiful these are. I really love the way that these look.